And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Excited to have you here. Today, have some new, or not new. I think good to see some of the my business partners coming back to talk today about something that I think is very important, and all of us are facing it: burnout. Right. So we'll talk about burnout versus maybe flexibility and why maybe there are other options, right? Because many of us are juggling the long hours, to-do list, and trying to balance everything: work, family. So the burnout is definitely real for all of us, affecting all of us. And we are thinking, is there another way? Can be done differently. So today we'll talk a bit about how we are dealing with our work-life balance. We'll share our journeys, our challenges, and how maybe we found a different way, or something that even if we don't do it right now, we think will change our future. So for those of you new here, I'm Dana. I'm a mom. I'm an IT manager by profession, but also a digital business owner. I'm living in Canada now, in Ontario. So nice. A lot of snow here, all white this morning. Um, and I have here, well, some kit, and I'm sure it's nice and snowy maybe in your side, but Rita and I actually have some friends in Spain, and she just sent me a picture of people being outside enjoying a coffee on the patio with no snow at all. So having partners globally here from different parts of the world that will share with you a bit of our journey. So without me talking, I'll stop. And Kit, how about you? Introduce yourself.
So yes, thank you, Dana. I am, as she mentioned, I'm Keith, and I'm from Canada. I worked in the oil and gas industry for most of my entire life, and I found this. Well, I guess I should back this up a little bit. Yeah, I've got a wife, and I've got a couple of kids, and I've got three dogs. Before I move on here, and
Busy house.
yeah, very busy house. Yeah, and so I worked overseas, and that's how I met my wife. She's from Cuba, and she moved to Canada with me here in 2021. And so we're just getting our lives started here in Canada. Still, it's been 3 years now, but I mean, it's still an upward struggle. And while I was in Cuba, I actually came across this business opportunity that we're all in. And at that time, I bought into the business and started it up, but from there I couldn't get anything going, and so I just left it to the side. We were busy with immigration, living, and I was working, of course. And then, of course, we had the struggles with internet over there, where it's a real issue. We didn't even have a
Okay.
phone line in our house, so. Uh, I worked for the company when we got to Canada up until the summer of 2023. And I knew at that time that I was probably going to get laid off. And it did happen. It wasn't a surprise to me. And I put a little bit of thought into this, and I thought, well, I don't want to go back to the oil and gas industry because I know of all the traveling that I have to do with my specific job that I do. And even here in Canada, you know, we're in a big province, and you can drive. I literally have driven 13 hours from where I live just to go to work, and then you're up there for weeks or months on end, and then coming home. And I don't want to do that anymore. You know, it's a tough life. And so that's when I said, I'm just going to give this online business a real shot and spend full time doing this, getting my business up and running. And I've got it up and running, and here I am with you guys this fine Sunday morning.
Good to have you back, Kit.
Thank you.
Rita, how is Spain doing? You want to
Well,
introduce yourself?
Spain is sunny right now, but you can still feel the
It's
cold. Okay. Thank you very much for having me, Miss Dana. Hello, everybody. My name is Rita. I'm a mom to a beautiful daughter. I'm a Nigerian from Benin City, Edo State, but I'm based in Spain. A teller for banking agents and a proud online business owner. Back to you, ma'am.
good to have you, Rita. And Vida, welcome back.
Hello,
You?
everyone. My name is Vaida. I'm from Ghana, currently in the US for more than 11 years. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, a daughter, a nurse, and proud digital business owner. Back to you, Dana. Thank
Thank
you.
you. And for those of you maybe being for the first time live with us, or if you watch the recording, definitely put in the comments where you are watching us from. We are global, so we like to know which part of the world we've been reaching this morning or afternoon. And as you heard, we are all business owners, so let's start by talking about what this business is all about. What is this business that, or what you have to do for this business? So what we do help people launch their own online business. When we started, we are helped by someone else. So that's what we are here to do, you know, do our part to help someone. And we have this proven system that will work for anyone, regardless where you are living, in which part of the world. Maybe not so much Cuba because of the internet connection and the issues Keith mentioned, but definitely it can be done, right? It's, as long as you have an internet connection, because it's all done through the power of social media. It doesn't matter what skill set you have or age. It's like a franchise where we provide you everything: the trainings, the tools, the support. You'll get a mentor, you'll get a coach, and you'll get an amazing community. And talking about all the great things about this business, how about we do a round and everyone pick one thing that they like most about this business? Because I know there are so many things, but let's see, maybe different people, we can find different things that we like. So keep going to you. What's one thing that you, if someone asks to pick only one, I know you have many, one thing you like most about this business?
I think that it's got to be all the people that I'm meeting, all the other business owners. They're great people, and I mean not just well, again, we're from Spain, we're from Ghana, we're from Canada, we're from Spain, and we're worldwide. So you get to meet these people. Unfortunately, I haven't met a lot of people that are in person in the online business. So the people that we meet, because it's just I would have never guessed, especially coming from the industry that I'm in. You know, the guys, a lot of the guys that I work with, they're pretty tough guys. You know, it's a hard industry, so making a connection with these guys is good. And there's a lot of good guys with that I worked with, but we get out there and then we scatter. We all live in different places and we never seem to see each other again. So yeah, it's the people. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I totally agree. And I know you're laughing, like, let's not all mention the community and the people, because I think that's what most of us like. But what it's a bit even surprising, because you start an online business, so you may think you'll be alone in this, right? Which it can be very hard for many reasons. But the fact that you have an online business, you have, you know, your own business, you are your CEO of your business, but you have a whole community that will support us, you know, answer questions, what's not, but also you make friends, like it said, right? You make connections, you meet a bunch of people that you will connect in so many ways. And it's interesting on how, and I think we talked about this some other lives, how quickly you can connect, because they're all like-minded people, right? That they want to change their life. Whatever their history is or whatever their story is, you'll find that you'll connect so quickly with them. And you suddenly start talking after 5 minutes like you've known them your entire life. So it's an amazing feeling. And yeah, definitely I'm looking forward to meet some of these people offline also. We do have, depending on which part of the world you are, we try to meet also face-to-face sometimes. And actually we have a big event coming in June, well, 6 months down the road, but in June in San Diego, California. So I'm hoping we'll be there and to meet some of you face to face. I'm sure it will feel like, hey, I've known you all my whole life. Rita, going to you. Would I see you into California in June? No, Rita.
Amen. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Amen.
Like that. One thing you like about the business?
The automation. I love the automated system. You know, we don't bug people in this business. We don't have to be knocking at the door. We don't have to be telling them, though there are people that will register on our website. Of course, we always be asking them, hey, what about the have you made your decision and everything? That one is different. But initially speaking, we don't bug anybody. So I love the automation. You know, during some weeks, you'll be receiving some emails about entrepreneurship, about this business. You'll be having a lot about when we are going live every Tuesdays and every Thursdays. So it is already automated. So I love the automation that has already given us that less, that stress away from this online business. You know, you don't have to worry at all about it. So the system is already doing it for you. So the automation part, I love it as well. So back to you, Ms. Dana.
Definitely, Rita. We are saying that it's online business. So of course you can automate a lot of the things. But what we are saying is that the whole system that we have, and once you get in, you'll realize that it's a whole army of people who are working behind the scene to make the system work, and you don't have to do anything for that. But it's doing 80% of the work. So imagine that you are starting a new business, you are the CEO, and you have to do only the 20%. And the good thing, if you ask me, I think is the fun 20%, is the 20% where you can see here, you meet with people, you talk about your experiences, right? You don't have to do cold call like Rita said, right? I'm not knocking on the doors. I'm just posting about my life, and who's interested about this, they will reach out to me. And then, of course, we have a chat like between friends. And so definitely automation, I would put it up there too. Vida, how about you? One thing you like?
Yeah, one thing I love about this business, that for the fact that anybody can do it. It's not like it's limited to certain people, and it's not up to some people. Anybody, regardless of your age, your education, wherever you are, you can still do this business if only you are ready to what? To learn and grow and transform yourself. That is one of the things that I love about this business. Back to you.
Definitely. We do have people, so like it's never too late. And you can see all of us kind of started the business, not one in our 20s for sure. But we do have people starting in their 80s, which for me is like, wow, to have the energy, but the mindset, right? As Vida said, it's not about how old you are or what you've done in your past life. If you have the mindset, if you feel like, hey, I'm not too old and I want to change my life now, and I want to, learn something new, grow in many ways, because many people start a business, of course, because of the money, but then you'll see how it changes your life in many other ways, right? And the amazing good thing about this business is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's a system that works. It's a proven system. We keep saying that because we have many, many people that are achieving extraordinary results in this business. And we are talking millions in terms of financial, right? If that's your way. But then the community, the mindset that is changing. Someone was saying the other day that I joined this business not because I saw what other person was, money-wise was making, just because I saw how happy they were, how it changed their life, right? Yeah. So it's not only about the money. And I think I said this before, that this business will change you before it changes your bank account. Is it true? We are all real people coming here to inspire and guide you. So if you are ready to, or curious to see how you can change or how this business can change your life, reach out to us and we'll help you. Definitely we'll answer any questions. We'll show you the ropes. We'll show you what the next steps are. It's easy? No, it's not easy. It's overnight? No, it's not overnight. You have to have patience. You have to put some effort. But as we mentioned here, you have the community to support you. We have the automation that is doing some of the work. You still have to do some work. It's not something that, where do I sign up and then I get the checks? No, we have to do some work. And let's start going into today's theme, which is, the how we can, or what's you change from overwhelm, right? We are all busy. We are all working a lot. and how adding a business on top of that would help anyone, right? Because it's a bit like, okay, so you are telling me as overwhelmed I am right now, I can start a new business and that will help me? Yes, it will help me. It will help me immediately? Maybe not, or maybe yes, because of all the other things, right? So, Kit, maybe if we start with you, and how did you, going back to the beginning, how did you discover, or why did you think the being an entrepreneur was a different option, a better option for you?
Well, I kind of learned that back when I was working in Cuba. So what happened with me was, over the years that I was there, the company I was working for changed their company name over 10 years. It was the same company, but they just changed the name and hung a different sign on the door. And then that company that I was working for 10 years actually could not work in Cuba anymore. They had an issue with the US government, and so they left Cuba. And another group of investors came in and started the same business in Cuba, but they structured it very differently. So I wasn't an employee anymore. They wanted me to be a consultant, which was fine. And through that process, I learned quite a bit about how to run my own business, because you have to set up your own business accounts and banking and whatnot. So I learned back then that, hey, it's not as scary as you might think that it is. It's just a matter of going and figuring out how to do it. Talk to your accountant, talk to people that already have experience in starting their own business, and then just do it. And for me, that was always in the back of my mind. And I'll tell you what I tell my kids all the time now: don't work for anybody your whole life. It's not a great, it's not a terrible thing. Like, don't get me wrong, but start your own business, work for yourself. And that's where I get it from, is from that, Dana. I always started thinking, well, I got to work for myself. I got to work for myself, and it's a better. Then you do what you do. You make your business what you want it to be, and you're not having to be accountable to somebody else's agenda. It's your agenda, not theirs. So that's it for me, Danny. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Hey, you're lucky. You kind of have this way of trying out being entrepreneur, kind of take it easy, right? Well,
Right.
still as a contractor. But definitely, for those of you who never had a business, and for me, this is my first business. All my life until now, I was a corporate employee. It's a mindset shift that needs to happen. But what I'm telling everyone, you don't have to wait until you feel you are ready or you have everything lined up, right? There will never be a perfect moment. I hear people say, oh, I don't have time, I don't have money now, so I'll start the business when I'll have the time and money. No, you start the business now in order to
Yeah.
make the time and money. If you wait until you have the time and money, you may be dead, or I don't know. You need to make a change now, right? Because if you just hope that something will happen, and then suddenly, once you have the time and money, why would you want a business? No, you start a business in order to make that time and money. But it's not easy, right? And we talked about that, especially at the beginning, until you build your business. It takes a bit of patience. It takes a bit of time, a bit of effort. So, Vaida, if I'll ask you, how do you avoid burnout as an entrepreneur? As a nurse, I know you have working crazy hours. As a mom, I know the amount of, how do you, on top of that other business, and you are not getting burnout?
All right, thank you. And that is a great question. How I avoid burnout is I set out a clear boundary. I define my work hours. When I said it is my work out first. I set up the hours that I want to work, then avoid letting the work spill into what? Into my personal time. Today is Sunday, I have to go to church. That is after my church, I came straight to my business. That's how I do my things. Whether you like it or not, I have to do the same thing that I have to do every day. Set up that boundary to just let it go and then keep moving. And then you set up time for yourself and then family time. I have time for my business. I have time for my kid. I have time to cook. And I have time for what? To sit down and have fun with the kid. That's how I do to avoid what? Burnout. And then personal what? Prioritize self-care. You have to take care of yourself. If you're kind of person who do a lot of work, you have to take time of your time for yourself to make sure that you recharge. It's just like when I'm off, I always tell my colleagues that I'm going home to do it to recharge my battery and come back. That's why I always tell my colleagues, because when I come home and sleep, get that enough sleep, I recharge my battery before I go back. I work in the night, all night, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So when I'm off, let me come home and recharge my battery and go back to work. So tomorrow I'll recharge my battery yesterday and today. Tomorrow I will be back to work. So that is how I do exercise. I do exercise, meditation, do things that I love. Just like sitting down here, chatting with you people is the thing that I love. That is my hobby. For my business, going live is my hobby. So that is the thing that I do to avoid what? Burnout. Our system is already automatic. So we don't do all the work. So the system does it for us. So we just do 5%. So the business is something that is already set up. So the system do it for us. I don't get burned out of the business. After here, I'm done. I'm not going back to the computer to do anything. So the system is doing it. Already we are live. Facebook people are seeing us. So the system is doing it for us. And I take a break. When I'm tired, just take a break and relax myself. Sometimes you don't even want to come out and talk. Just take a break, rest, and then come out. And I divide my job into smaller pieces. I don't keep working more than 2 hours without taking a break. I break them into small pieces, work this hour and take my break, eat and continue. That is what I do to avoid burnout. There are so many. I mean to talk. I will be here for the whole day. So let me let Rita talk.
Yeah.
So back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaida.
Yeah.
A lot of great tips there, right? But
Yeah.
definitely, if I'd say anything, is the fact that this business can fit into your lifestyle, no matter how crazy it is. Like Vaida's working from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. I cannot even imagine how that is, right? So for those of you who are saying I don't have time, here to Vaida. She's working nights and she can still do this business because you can do it whatever you find 5 minutes there, 10 minutes there. You don't have to be stuck somewhere for 2 or 5 or 6 hours. We say, yeah, it will be good to allot your business about 2 hours a day, but those 2 hours can be split it in chunks. Can be days when you are not in the mood, take a break. You don't have to do anything for the business because the automation is still running, your business still running in the background. And you can take the business with you no matter. If you are on vacation, you have the phone with you, you have the business with you because it's a business in the pocket, right? So, and you can spend 5 minutes here and there. So definitely the fact that you don't feel the pressure to do it at a certain time or certain days, you can fit it and it's flexible. It's a way to ensure that you are not burning out. And for me, what was hard is even if you do small pieces, how to ensure you don't feel guilty, right? Because you are doing your business and you feel guilty that you are not with your kids. You are with your kids, you feel guilty that you are not working for the business. And that's the part of the mindset, how to ensure that you live in the moment. Like Vada said, you put times, you prioritize it, but you break it. Now it's church time, you focus on church. Now we are here live, we focus on business. After that, I may go and enjoy time with family. I focus on them. I don't think about the business. I don't think about work. So just ensure you live in the moment. I guess it's some way, which is all in the mindset, right? Rita, if I go to you, for those that are feeling stuck on this, and we know it's not so easy to change the mindset, what advice would you give them? If you are stuck in a stressful job, you want to change, but how do you get out of that routine?
Wow, what a good question. First and foremost, I will stop being afraid. Fear stops us from moving forward. Fear stops us from achieving that goal in life. If you are stuck, if you are hearing me right now, if you are stuck in that job, I know no job is perfect in this world. I have a job as a telephone banking agent. My job is not perfect. Every day I hear people complain and everything, but what do I have to do? I have to think at the end of the month, I will get that paycheck. Okay. Now, after getting that paycheck, what do I have to do apart from getting that paycheck? I know my job is not perfect. I need to change the mindset. I need to think positively. How will I feel if I hear people complaining every day and I use that to affect my life? I will not be perfect. I will not be good at my job. So if I'm stuck in that situation, instead of me complaining all the time, instead of me being afraid all the time for new change or for anything new in my life, let me change the mindset of looking for something better. Even if I want to find another job that is greater than this, I will still find the same situation because everything is all about mindset. So if I'm stuck in 9 to 5 job right now, I prefer to forget about the fear and look something elsewhere and think about how I'm going to get out of that comfort zone, how I'm going to stop depending on my paycheck. So if you are out there, if you are listening to me, if you are stuck wherever you are and you are afraid, stop. Stop being afraid. Fear is only going to make you to be stuck every day by day. If you are thinking, I want my 2025 to be different, but you are still afraid, your 2025 will never be different. It's still going to be the same year, every day you take it as always. It's going to be the same year. So, but if you stop being afraid, and you don't care what is going to be after that, you will see the changes. We are here. We are humans. We show up every Saturday and Sunday. We show up from every part of the world. We used to be a 9 to 5 job. I'm still a 9 to 5 job, but there are still some people that they used to be a 9 to 5 job earners, but they quit their job because of this business. So if they were afraid, do you think they will ever quit their job? No, at all. So wherever you are, I'm saying this. I've not quit my job yet, but I'm about to very soon. Okay? Because all the testimonies that I'm seeing here, it's real. It's not that we are trying to use it to brag or to do anything. No, this is an extraordinary online business that you ever find on the internet. So wherever you are, stop being afraid. Just focus on the goal. If you are focusing on the goal, the fear will not be there anymore. And you will see how you are getting out of your comfort zone gradually, before you see it. And you'll be amazed in the next couple of years. Did I make this decision? Excuse me. Did I make this decision? Wow, I couldn't believe this. And your future self will be so happy about it. That is all I have to say, Ms. Dana. Thank you. Back to you.
Definitely, Rita. Yes, great advice, right? I love that. Stop being afraid, because I think the being afraid of, and it's interesting because you are not being afraid of, you are being afraid most of the time of what others will think of, what not, or, oh, what if I fail? What if you are succeeded, right? What's the worst thing can happen and what's the best thing can happen? Just write down maybe some things that for these two questions and see if it's really not worth it. And for those of you who want to start exploring some things outside of your 9 to 5, and you can see other than kids, Rita, Vida, myself, we are still having our jobs, right? So we are not telling everyone that like, hey, go and quit your job. No, it's just look for other options. And then once you are in, you decide if or when you want to quit your job, if you want to do that. I love my job. I still hope I'll be able to do it for a while. Do I want to do my job until my 60s? Maybe not. So definitely, I love it, but maybe not. So this was the reason for me to look for something that, I really don't, I still want to keep this lifestyle, but without my paycheck may be hard. I don't want to work for my paycheck until my 60s. So, hey, I need something, right? So I think a lot of us are doing that. Or maybe it's like some of you want right now a change, which can be great, right? Or maybe as kid, you are kind of pushed into that. And then it's like, hey, I am where I am and I'm happy with what I'm doing. So I'll focus only on this business. So whatever your situation may be, you decide, right? You are the boss. But the fact that you have the support, you have the community, and you have all of this package together, and if you are here, if you listen to this, you are the lucky ones. You got the chance. The next step, it's easy. Just reach out to any of us. We'll guide you. We'll show you how to do it. We have a lot of free info session where it's much more information than what we can share with you today. So getting close to half an hour. We don't want to bore people. So just doing a quick round, Kit. Any other thoughts or last minute words for our followers?
Yeah, just do it. Check it out and do it. It doesn't cost anything to look and see what we're doing at the start, obviously. And it is a business, so at some point in time, of course, you're going to have to invest time and money, of course. But at the start, just to look, it doesn't cost anything.
Yes. Rita, how about you? Any other?
Well, just like Mr. Keith said, just do it. We are here to tell you, just do it. You know, just like all these millionaires, they just did it. They never care what will happen later on. But later on, look at how successful they are. So just do it. Go for it. It's not going to take your happiness from you. No, you just have to go there, contact us, go to the website of each and every one of us, and then type in your correct email address. That's all. And then you see for yourself. You decide for yourself. We are not going to force you to take the next step. You are the one to decide yourself. If really you need a change, just do it. Back to you, man.
Yes. Just do it. That seems to be the theme. Vaida, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, Mr. Kid, I've already said it all. There's no perfect time to start. The perfect time is today. If you say, oh, I don't have the time, I want to wait for a day to come, there is no day. Today is the day if you want to transform your life. So we are inviting anybody, regardless of your education, wherever you are. There's no perfect time. Today is the day. Click any one of our links, watch the video and see if it is for you. If it is not, there is no harm in trying. Thank you.
Definitely. And I don't know what else I could add to it. Maybe one of I'm a sucker for quotes. So maybe one of the quotes that I like that says that, you know, the world needs dreamers and the world needs doers, but most of all, the world needs dreamers who do, right? So we all dream about many things. Not many are taking that from dreaming to action and doing it. So be the person who stops dreaming and start thinking, or not stop dreaming, continue dreaming, but take some actions to put those dreams into reality. It doesn't happen by magic, but once you start making small steps, you'll see that sometimes feels like magic. It's like, hey, I started and look where I am today, right? So amazing conversation today. I want to thank you, all of you. And for those watching us, if this session resonated with you, definitely reach out to us if you're feeling burned out, if you're feeling stuck, or if you just want a change. If you like your job, like some of us do, but you still want a change, you still don't want to do these jobs until your 60s or 70s, there are options out there. And we have this amazing opportunity for you that it's like a diamond. Some of people say it's amazing opportunity. You can, you know, we have a lot of flexibility in the sense on how you get started. The first step is reach out to us. We have free sessions to learn more, and then from there we'll guide you for the rest of the steps. But it all starts with one small decision to explore what's possible and reach out to us. And with that, I want to thank you all for joining me this morning or afternoon. Have an amazing rest of Sunday and a great week ahead. Talk next time.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good weekend. Rest of your weekend.